Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is going to be all about how people view you and what people love most about you. Okay, so as you know, I love doing these videos where I can guess you guys up and just tell you how amazing, wonderful, special, unique and beautiful you are. Alright, so that's what we're going to be diving into here. Before we jump into your reading, just a quick announcement. I am back open for personal readings. So if you do want to book a reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, so let's get into this. How do people view you? What do people love most about you? 3 groups to choose from here. Here we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Alright then, as always, feel free to pause the video at this point if you wish to meditate on each group, each card, each number. As I always say, don't overthink. Just trust yourself. Trust that the number, the card, the group that you most feel drawn towards will contain all of the messages that are meant for you. Alright then, so I'll see you when I get your group. Bye. Hello there, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's dive into this. Let's see how people view you and what people love most about you. Okay, now let me just tell you about the setup here. So over here we have 1 card which will be a planet, 1 card which is one of the signs, and 1 card which is one of the houses. Okay, I'm not going to turn these around yet, but these 3 cards here are going to give me a good idea about what you're like, how people view you, and why people love you so much. Okay, now before I turn your cards around, I am getting a few messages. So before I turned on the camera, I heard the quiet one. So 2 things here. Either you're kind of quiet, you're kind of low-key, kind of introvert, or back when you was younger, you used to be very shy and very quiet and reserved is a message I'm getting. So even if you don't identify as being shy, you're not super loud, you know, you like to do your own thing, you like your own company, you're okay being alone, and people love this about you because you kind of inspire others to also stand alone, to know that they can also be independent. You inspire people to stand up, to speak up. It's like your energy is very, your energy is very loud, but your presence is quiet, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're not the loudest person, however your aura is very loud, your energy is very loud, okay? And people definitely do notice this about you. Okay, so let's turn these cards around here. Ooh, we have Mars. Okay, so there's a bit of fire to you, and I was picking up on this actually. So it's like, even though, like, don't get it twisted, even though you're not the loudest person, you don't need to be loud because your energy speaks for itself. So you're the kind of person who people will feel you before they see you. So when you walk into the room, you don't have to announce your presence. Your energy announces your presence, okay? So you are somebody who people do notice, you know, but you don't have to try to be seen, but people see you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so your energy is very loud, very powerful. Sorry, my cat is just making up some noise. Okay, so one of the signs, all right, we have Pisces. Let's turn this around to, oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got Mars, Pisces, and the 10th house. Okay, so you could definitely have a planet in Pisces. You could be Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, you're a big dreamer, you're a deep feeler, you're very imaginative, very creative. You have so many ideas, so many dreams, you know. You are very naturally mystical in nature. You're not, you know, people may have said to you at some point, oh, you need to be more practical or more realistic, but it's like, that's your superpower. The fact that you do like to just dream big. You do spend a lot of time dreaming, a lot of time in your head, a lot of time imagining, visualizing. And this is your superpower though, because what this means is you are naturally great at manifesting, naturally great at taking your, like, you're good at taking yourself into another state of existence. You're good at diving into different timelines, you know, because you are able to go there with your mind. You can go there with your imagination. And with the 10th house here, you know, you do want to make a name for yourself. You do want to, it's like you want to really achieve something. You want to feel like, yes, I've achieved something here on earth at this time. there's this strong need to do something big, something that hasn't been done before, or something different, you know. I can see that career, life purpose is very important to you. It's very important to you to do something that matters. You know, you care about people, you care about the planet. Yeah, very naturally caring. Very naturally caring, very spiritual. Very spiritual. And I'm hearing you have very vivid dreams, or it's easy for you to remember your dreams, is a message that I'm getting here. Either way, your dreams play a really significant role in your life because you receive a lot of messages through dreams. You may also naturally be good at communicating with beings, people from the unseen realm, past loved ones, things like that. Okay, so people love how different you are. You take people to another world. You show people something different, something they haven't seen before. You naturally end up teaching people about things that they don't know much about. So this could be astral projection, lucid dreaming, you know, things that relate to the occult, mysticism, metaphysics, things like that, you know, wherever it is. But you have a way of opening people's eyes, opening their minds, showing them something new. Yeah, we got the Hermit card. Yeah, so like I said, you are definitely a bit of a hermit, you know. You're okay being alone. And like I said, this really inspires people because, you know, you're the kind of person, you wouldn't jump from relationship to relationship. Although if someone does that, nothing is wrong with that because everything that everyone is doing is what they need to be doing. So there's no judgment around here on this channel. Okay, but you're just not someone who could jump from relationship to relationship. You know, you would rather wait until you actually have something that you really want, you know. So yes, this is how you are. You have strong sense of self. People love this too because, you know, like I said, it inspires people, you know, to feel as though, yes, I can be the same. We got the High Priestess, okay? Yes, you're very mysterious, very enigmatic. People want to just peel back your layers and they want to uncover the real you. They want to know, like, who is group number one? They're so interesting. I'm now getting your physical appearance. You could be... So it's interesting. I'm actually getting two wildly different messages. So you could be kind of tall, or tall and slim, or another thing that's coming through, you could be like quite short and you could look kind of pixie like, fairy like. So yeah, it could be just some of you look one way, some of you look the other way. But yeah, it was like two different contrasting messages I was getting there. But either way, however you look, you know, whether you're tall or short, there's just something about you that makes people really stare at you a lot and want to speak to you a lot. Because they can just tell you no things. They could, like, people look at you and they just know, yeah, I bet group one knows a lot about, like, you know, mysterious topics and topics that most people shy away from. Okay. Yes, but overall, people love to be around you because your presence is naturally very healing. You have a way of making people feel as though everything is going to be okay. You're very optimistic. You're very full of faith. There's this, like I said, even though you may not be super loud, there is this fire, this spice within you that helps others to feel fired up, that helps others to feel encouraged, inspired, uplifted, strong, capable, you know. Yeah, you love to inspire people. You love to do this, and people love this about you. You know, people leave your presence feeling more powerful, more capable, inspired. This is lovely. I love your energy. Group one, you are just lovely. All right, let's get into this other deck here. Okay, my cat is not making noise anymore. I hope she's not up to no good. Because oh, I hope she's not doing anything she shouldn't be doing. Right, let's get back to this reading now. Okay, so how do people view group number one? So you could have a very strong body as well. Strong body. Okay, we got pleasure. You could be someone that has traveled a lot, been to a lot of different places, or done a lot of different things. You also dance to the beat of your own drum. You're not trying to do what everyone else is doing. On the back of the deck, we've got leader. Okay, natural leader, pioneer. You go your own way. You know, not afraid to walk alone, not afraid to stand alone, not afraid to do your own thing. And people love this because, like I said, for those that maybe feel afraid to do this, even if they don't say it to you, you are actually helping them to build the courage to do the same thing that you're doing. You've also overcome a lot of obstacles. You could have dealt with depression, a lot of loss, betrayal, deep sadness, despair, a lot of conflict, some family conflict. I'm just seeing a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of painful endings I'm hearing. Difficult beginnings. I'm not sure what that means. But you've overcome it all. You know, you're so strong. Like, you come across as someone that can deal with anything. That's how people actually, whether they've said it or not, this is how you're coming across. Like someone coming across as very Martian. Okay, you could be Scorpio rising or Aries rising. Either way, Mars is a very key planet in your birth chart and your Mars is probably in good dignity as well. Like your Mars is in a good place because it just gives you that power, like that strength to overcome all of the things that you have dealt with. We have you are good enough. So yeah, you also give people a lot of compliments as well. But it's funny, you may not be so great at receiving compliments yourself, which is interesting. So I'm glad I can do this reading for you so that you can actually receive all of the compliments that you deserve here. Okay, very grounded, very earthy. You're very, like, you know how to deal with practical matters. People can come to you when they're having an issue that relates to something practical. You can help them. So you're good at building things, good with your hands. You could be a life path number 4 because you're coming through as the master builder now as well. Master builder, but it's like at the same time you're also very connected to the unseen realm. So this is lovely balance you have. So you've got North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you're not afraid to get out of your comfort zone. You've probably traveled solo, so you've probably traveled to different countries by yourself, or this is something that you want to do. People are inspired by this. People love this about you. Yeah, you're just always that person who is kind of on the outside. You're on the outside of things. It's like, but I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean as in, I heard a message but it didn't make sense. I heard crossing the boundaries. So it's almost like, okay, a lot of the things that other people are afraid to do, these are the things you will do. You will go to those places. You will cross that line. You will actually, you dare to do things that so many people are afraid to do. You could be someone that's into, like, what's those things, like zip lining and things to do with heights. I feel like you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, or maybe it could be just one or two of you, but it's like, the point is, you like to face your fears. You love to face your fears. You don't like it when, you probably love horror movies as well, some of you, because you don't like it when that fear has a hold over you. You don't like anything or anyone having a hold over you. This is why you like to face your fears. You look them dead in the eye and then they dissolve. It's like they get incinerated by your gaze. Okay, so there is this quiet intensity to you as well, which people don't really expect, but when they do see it, they love it because they're like, wow, there's so much that I don't know about group number 1. There's so much to them. They're so complex. You know, you're very complex. You are you may not talk a lot, but it's like when you talk, you're saying things of importance. You're saying profound things. You know, your speech is very profound. The things that you say, you know, you're saying things that most people are not saying. You say things that people haven't heard before. You give people food for thought. Okay, we got, make sure you can see all these cards. We got this one. Okay. You're actually very soft as well. You're very connected to your emotions. there's a very nurturing, caring side to you. You like to give others the love you didn't receive at some point in time. You don't want anyone to feel how you felt at one point in time. And this is why you do what you do. This is why you hold space for people in the way that you do. Yeah, it's coming from a very authentic, deeply loving place. People love the way you dress as well. People love the way you dress. Like the clothes that you wear really complement your body. They complement your skin tone, I'm hearing. Like, you know what looks good on you, and you just rock that. But you're not the kind of person that would want to necessarily follow the latest trends. You know, you may be more of a trendsetter, or someone who kind of dresses for comfort, or who just works with what they have, kind of thing. You're not trying to follow anyone else, is the point I'm getting at here. You're just doing your own thing. Some of you could be very natural. You could like wearing your hair natural. You could dye your hair a lot. You could change up your look a lot. Whatever it is you do, you just do your own thing. Like, you're not concerned about who will like it or whatever. Like, you just, this is what I mean, is this quiet confidence there. You're not trying to look like anyone else, be like anyone else. You're just being yourself. Yeah. You have really nice legs as well. Nice legs. Nice feet. You could have small feet. Could be just some of you, but I'm picking up on like small feet. Okay, what do people love about group 1? Oh, I just heard group 1 knows how to have fun. Okay, so you know how to have fun. You're the kind of person, like I said, even though you're not, see, here's the thing. You could be someone who, you're not loud, but when you are in a comfortable setting, you do come alive, you know. You're the kind of person, people do want you at their social gatherings, at their parties, because when you're there, the vibe is just nice, you know. You add the vibes. You add the vibes. You bring the vibes. You know, you set the vibe. You're the vibe setter. Group 1. Some of you may not know this though, I'm hearing. You may not realize how much of an impact your energy has on other people. I'm getting the vibe that people may not always tell you these things, so you just kind of don't know, is what's coming through here. You also take your studies very seriously, so this could be more official studies, like studying in university, college, etc., or it could be more so, what am I thinking here? Sorry, not college, I meant university. University or any other further education course. You know, you take these things serious. But it could be more of an unofficial type studying situation. So, you know, just studying yourself, studying the universe, studying this human experience, and really just understanding what everything is. You know, you want to know, like, you really want to dive deep. You want to know, why are we here on earth? What is going on? What is my purpose? Why does the sky look how it looks? You know, why does day turn into night? Like, just whatever. Like, you have many questions. You're very inquisitive. Very inquisitive. You know, you could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you could have a planet in Taurus, because I'm now picking up on the fact that you love fine dining, I'm hearing. You love good food. You love to indulge in good food. You probably spend a lot of your money on food. I relate, okay? I'm a Taurus sun, so yes, it's a must that I also indulge in good food. So yeah, this is my kind of vibe, to be honest. Yes, you know, you are, do you know what it is about you? You're very you're very protective over your loved ones. Very protective, especially over your younger siblings, loved ones. Your mother, is that mother or sister? Mother, or could be an older sister, or you could be the older sister. I'm just getting this protective energy here. Okay, people love this. People feel so safe in your presence, so well looked after, cared for. You know, when people come to your house, you want them to be okay. You're checking, do you need anything? And you're always that person asking people if they need anything. You know, it's nice. Let's start to wrap things up here. Let me get into the love deck, the life purpose deck. But maybe something wants me to get into the love deck. Where is it? I can't see it right now. Okay, it's over here. Okay, I don't believe in any slip of the tongue in tarot, so that means I do need to get into the love deck. So I didn't even have it here in my arrangement, but because I wasn't planning to talk about love, but you know, let's go into it, I guess. So what do people love most about group 1? Perhaps this came up because you're coming through with the Taurus energy, and Taurus is linked with Venus and Libra, so that's probably it. Calling in your soulmate. So I'm getting a message from this actually. A lot of people have seen you, see you as a soulmate, or as just, you're a good friend. You're a good friend, and people value your friendship. People value you as a person. People really value you as a person and what you pour into the connection. Pour into your connections. Yeah, people love the fact that you pour a lot of your energy, time, love and care into your connections, into your close relationships. That's what I was getting from that. And now let me get into the life purpose deck. Oh, justice and family. Okay, so very family oriented, which is in alignment with what I just said earlier about you being protective of family members. You know, you are really big on family, loyalty, things like this. Yeah, these are things that are important to you. Fairness, equality. You know, you like things to be fair. You can't stand injustice. People love the fact that you stand for something. Yeah, you stand for something. And you're a good mother, or a good father, or you will be. Because you're just so caring, so nurturing, so good at holding space, you know. Okay, this is what I have for you, group 1. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please do be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So let's see how people view you and what they love most about you. Okay, so let me just tell you about the setup here. So here we have 1 planet, 1 house and 1 sign. So whatever planet, house and sign this will give me a good idea about how people view you and what they love most about you. Now before I turn these cards around, I do want to share some specific messages that are coming through. Okay, so actually no, I'm going to turn the cards around first, then I'll share those messages, because I'm getting the message that some of you may click off when I say this with specific messages, because you might think the reading isn't for you. So I'll listen to what Spirit is saying. I'll turn these around first. Okay, so we've got Neptune. We have the 5th house. Oh, interesting. Ah, Sagittarius. Okay, right, so let me just interpret these first, and then I'm going to share with you my initial specific messages. Okay, so this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, I'm getting the message that you are someone that brings people together. Somehow you bind people together. You unite people. Somebody that's watching could be a social worker as well. A social worker, a youth worker, something of this nature. But yeah, you're the person who connects people together. So people could have met their spouse through you, they could have met friends through you, they could have, like, you like to set people up with opportunities. You know, you are that person who just genuinely likes to help other people. You genuinely like to give people a chance. You love to you like to celebrate other people's wins. This is nice, because this is a nice way to be, you know. It's like when other people are celebrating, you see this as your celebration as well. Okay, now okay, yeah, you really, sometimes you may put others ahead of you. Okay, you may put others ahead of you. You have sacrificed for other people before. You do a lot for others, but you ask for nothing, is a message I'm hearing here. You do a lot for others, but you don't ask for anything. You give a lot. You're naturally giving. Okay? With the 5th house here, you could have children. But also you're very creative. You're good at painting. You could be good at singing, painting, dancing. So whatever it is, you're just very creative. You're very expressive. You like to express yourself in your own unique way. Yes, that's what you like to do. That is what you like to do. Now with the Neptune card here, you could be a Pisces, Sun, or rising. And with the 5th house here, you could be a Leo, Sun, or rising. You don't have to be. Or you could have a planet or some planets in the 5th house in your birth chart. We've got also Sagittarius here. So I actually heard Venus in Sagittarius. But you just could have any planet in Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, or rising. Okay. But mostly what this is telling me here, you're not afraid to shoot your shot. You're not afraid to aim high. You're not afraid to fail, I'm hearing. You're not afraid to fail. You're not afraid to try. You will try 1,000 times before giving up. Like, you will keep persisting, persevering with a thing until you get your desired results. People are very inspired by this. Very inspired by this. And your energy is just very fun, very playful, very adventurous. You know, you're very romantic as well. Very romantic. People could have called you a hopeless romantic at some points in time, but you're very romantic. You love like romantic films. You cry a lot during films. You're so sweet, sensitive. You're very cute as well. People have probably called you cute a lot. You're very cute. You're very sweet. You give nice hugs. You smell good. I can see you smiling now. Yeah, you're good vibes, you know. The vibe is nice. Now let me share with you those specific messages I was getting. So some of you, or somebody, I was picking up on this energy of you could have left home when you was quite young, okay, probably maybe 16 or something. And you could have also had a baby when you was very young. This could be a very specific message, so please only take this if it's your situation. I'm also picking up on someone being fostered, adopted, something like this. And I'm hearing you never would ever call yourself a victim. And people love this. People may have cried when you've told them certain things about your life, but you didn't cry when you were telling the story. So it's like there's this strength within you that people don't expect, but they're very moved by. It's like you have many reasons. On paper, it would seem like you have many reasons to complain, to be the victim, to be angry at the world, but you're not like that at all. You're not like that at all. You will take everything that's happened and you use it as fuel. You use these things to propel you forward. You like to learn from other people's mistakes as well, so that you don't make the same mistakes. You're very observant. You're always watching, you're always reading the room. And you refuse to be a victim of your circumstances. Even though it's like it would seem as though you have every reason to fall into that category, but you refuse to just lay down. You refuse to give up. You constantly persevere. You learn from everything that happens to you, everything that you witness, everything you observe. You like to learn from it. You're like the eternal student. Whew, these messages have been powerful. Let's go further into this now. How do people view you? What do they love most about you? What do they love most about you? You have a really... people love your laugh and your smile. Your smile lights up your whole face. It lights up the room. It shifts energy in the room. Your vibration shifts the energy in the room. Very powerful. Very powerful person. Very connected. It's like you're grounded, you're rooted to the earth, but you're connected to the higher planes of existence as well. Very loving. Very centered, very grounded, very balanced. You're balanced. You like to see things. I'm hearing you like to see things for what they are, for how they are. You don't like to delude yourself. You like to see a thing for what it is. Accept a thing for what it is. You change what needs to be changed. Rather than complaining, you make the necessary changes, and you inspire others to be the same, to do the same. Wow, these readings, these groups have been so powerful so far. Wowee. I got some amazing people following me on my channel, subscribe to my channel. Wow, I'm quite honored actually. We got Death and Rebirth. We have Intuition. Look at this. Look at Spirit. Loud as hell in this reading. Perception. And then this card. Whew. Wow. I just heard you have died 1,000 times. You've been through it. Group 2. You have been through it. I'm picking up on the tears, the sorrow, the sadness. Oh, it's like you've walked such a long road to get to where you are today, to be who you are right now. It was not easy to get there. I'm hearing you're in a better place now, but you wasn't always in that place. At some point you was in a very dark place. You only was surrounded by darkness. Darkness was clouding everything. But then you rose up from the ashes and you came back to life. You morphed into another version of yourself, and you're now very intuitive, very perceptive. Nothing gets past you. You see through the BS. People can't lie to you. You're super intuitive, so tuned in, tapped in. Your friends probably say that they they receive messages from you. You probably visit them in their dreams. I'm getting the message that people say to you a lot. Oh, I had a dream about you. Things like that. And you may do this deliberately, as in you may go and visit people, as in you may set the intention to go and visit someone in their dreams or something like that. It's coming through. Like you're into those kind of things. It is so cool. You could have curly hair as well. You don't have to, but that's coming through. Curly long hair. Curly long hair. Some of you. And no matter how many times your heart gets broken, you will never give up on love. That's the message that just came through. Because I was hearing you may have kissed a lot of frogs. Okay, so again, a specific message. You know, but it's like you refuse to be a victim of your circumstances. You just see everything as an opportunity to level up, to grow, to learn more, to become more wise, to become more intelligent, to do things that will help you become a better parent, I'm hearing. Whew. These readings, you know. These readings. Okay. What do people love most about group 2? Yes. Oh, they love your strength. What have I been saying throughout this whole reading? Yes, they love your strength. So you definitely could have a planet in Leo, or just some planets in fire signs, because there's a lot of fire to you. There's a lot of fire within you. Your inner flame burns very bright. You have a very balanced and active solar plexus chakra. Super active. Super duper active. I just heard you're very feminine as well. Could just be some of you though. But it's like, you're very graceful with it. You're very graceful, feminine, well-spoken, well put together. You come across well. You come across well. And it's like people wouldn't know what you've been through because you don't necessarily go around talking about it, broadcasting it, or trying to use it as an excuse. Like, you're just like, whatever, that happened. I don't want to be a victim of this. I don't want to dwell in that space. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to create the best possible life for myself. Everything is fine. So this is the same as the Ten of Swords. Okay, so again, this is just showing how no matter how bad things get, no matter how dark things get, no matter how hopeless things may seem for yourself or others, you will find the light in the darkness. You will find the light in the darkness, and you will really use that to get out of whatever situation you're in, or to help yourself move through that situation. or you'll use that to help others move through what they're moving through. I just heard you've taken the sword out of your own back. I'm not sure what that means, but you may know what it means. We've got 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, people love the fact that you don't give up. You're very hardworking. When you have your target aimed at something or someone, you never miss. You never ever miss. Once you've set yourself a goal, once you have a plan in mind, you execute. And you don't stop until you get from point A to point B. However long it takes, wherever it takes. How many sleepless nights, how many long nights. I'm hearing some of you have been really burning the midnight oil, working towards something, working on building something, you know, and you just keep going and going and going. Very powerful mind, very sharp mind, very intelligent, very aware of the inner workings of the cosmos. Wow, this is so powerful. Okay, we've got a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So very giving with your time, very giving and generous with your energy. You'd rather give than take. And I'm hearing this is what makes people want to give to you. The fact that you don't necessarily ask. Or I'm hearing if that hasn't happened yet, that's what will happen. Because you are so giving, the universe is going to give to you anything and everything that you want. Confidence is your key to success. So very confident, very sure of yourself, sure of your abilities. And even if you're not, okay, it comes across like you are. All right, I'm hearing fake it till you make it. So at points in time, you may have been faking it. You know, faking how confident you are, faking how sure you are of yourself, but whatever, because it pays off. It paid off. You know, I've done this before. You have to do this sometimes. Sometimes you have to just gas yourself up completely to make your own mind think that yes, I am the SHIT. Yes, I am able to actually do anything, achieve anything, be anything. You know, this is the energy here. This is the energy here. Ooh. Show the world the real you. And then we have don't let your past. Yeah, look at this now. These messages could not be any more loud, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. And you haven't let your past hold you back. You refuse to let your past hold you back. You refuse. You refuse. I'm hearing the word slow and steady. So you are not afraid to wait a while for what you truly want. To wait a while for what you truly deserve. You know, you see no need to rush. You know what's yours. I'm seeing that as you've gotten older, you've become more patient. Okay, and it's like you're now able to just sit back, chill, and wait for the blessings to roll in. Wait for what you know is destined to be yours to come to you, because you know what's coming to you. You know that everything comes in divine time. You know everything comes. Okay, let's get into some more tarot. Yeah, there's something very nebulous about you. Very nebulous. And you're probably very popular. Okay, or at least you will be in the future. You've got Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, okay? You're good at giving advice. People come to you for advice a lot. And it's like, I heard your door is always open. It's like your door is always open. You would never close the door on anyone. You're always there, always available for those that you care about. To listen, to hold their hand, to give them words of encouragement, to uplift people. This is nice. And all the while you're still going through your own endless waves of death and rebirth and transformation and leveling up and purging and all of the things. You could meditate a lot, and you could have very powerful and profound experiences during meditation. Or if not, then this is something that you can have, that you will have if you do start meditating, because I'm seeing that with this card here. We've got the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're really cute. You're really cute. There's just something very sweet and kind of innocent about you. Yeah, something. Yeah, there's just something very pure about your energy, your essence. Got the King of Swords. Yeah, you're not afraid to actually boldly state what you want. So whether you say this out loud to others or whether you say this just to your universe, to your own higher self, you know, but you know the power of the word, and you probably say this to other people as well. You know, you're always trying to help others to help themselves, is what I'm hearing, and people do appreciate this. You know, they do appreciate this. You're the kind of person, you really work hard on your relationships. You work hard to maintain them, to preserve them, to grow them, and people love this. You know, it shows that you care, it shows that you're there. Let me get into another deck now. Okay, how do people view Group 2? What do people love most about Group 2? Hearing people love your hair, they love your wisdom. They love your hair, they love your wisdom. They love the way you speak. The way you constantly transform. Without complaining, I just heard. You just transform it. Like those that are close to you, they know a bit about these transformation things that you go through. So we've got openness. You're very open to love. You're very openly loving. I'm hearing you wear your heart on your sleeve. Some of you. Going forward. Yeah, you don't like to look back. You just like to focus on solutions. What can be improved. What needs to be done in this moment. You know, you're always looking ahead. You're very optimistic. People love this. You're very optimistic. Open to trying new things. Open to meeting new people. And like I said at the start, open to failing, because you know that it's not a big deal, because you're just going to get better at whatever it is anyway. You know? This is nice. This is really nice. I'm just seeing if anything else wants to come through. You could be good at swimming, side message. You could do surfing. Someone could live in Australia as well. Or you could dream of going there. Yeah, I just heard you're dope. So yeah, people just think you're dope. They just think, yeah, when people talk about you, they're like, yeah, Group 2 is so cool. You know, they're so chill, they're so this, they're so that. People can give like such a long list of the things they love about you, because it is a very long list. It is a long list. You have really nice eyebrows as well. Nice eyebrows. Just very helpful. People love how helpful you are. You help people, but mostly you help them to help themselves. You like to give people the power. Like, you know, you like to remind people that they themselves have the power, rather than trying to be someone that's on a pedestal. You don't like that kind of stuff. Like, you like to show people that no, it's all you. You're the one with the power. You're the one who has this Ace of Swords. You're the one who is the King of Swords. You know, you'd rather pass whatever praise they give to you back to themselves, if that makes sense. They're very humble. You're very humble as well. Like, you're confident, but you're humble. Okay, this is what I have for you, Group 2. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello there, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. Let's see how other people view you, and what they love most about you. So let me just explain this setup to you. So we have 3 cards here, one of the planets, one of the signs, and one of the houses. So these 3 cards are going to give me a good idea about what you're like, what your energy is like, how people view you, and what they love about you. Okay, so let's turn these cards around right away. Ooh, we got the North Node. So you are currently following your purpose, or focusing on your purpose, or thinking a lot about your life purpose. We got Taurus and the 4th house. Lovely. Oh, this is lovely. So you are a homebody. You love spending time at home. You love spending time with your family, your pets, your close ones. Like you may not be into, large gatherings and stuff. You would prefer a small, intimate get together, Sorry about that, group 3. The delivery man came. I had to open the door. So yes, you prefer, small, intimate gatherings. You like to spend time at home, and you're the kind of person, you prefer like one-on-one interactions. Yeah, this is the vibe I'm getting. Like, you like to just be kind of in a situation where it's just you talking to one other person or 2 other people at the most. Yes, because you like to really give people your full attention, and you kind of feel like you can't fully do this when you're in a big group, in a large gathering. Okay, but yeah, you love spending time alone. You're really good at cooking. You love cooking for other people, I'm seeing. You love looking after others as well. This is very sweet. You really value your family, your connections, your relationships, loved ones. I'm hearing more than you value material goods, So you've got a really strong set of values, Let me turn this around here. I just heard longevity. So you're a very committed individual as well. You like to see a thing through until the end. Yeah, you like to see things through until the end. And I just heard destined for success. Destined for success. So you are destined for success. Your energy just gives off this aura of success, of abundance. People look at you and they think, wow, group 3 are gonna really go somewhere in life. Group 3 is either thinking you are going somewhere, that you're going to big places, or people are just assuming that, yes, do you know what, group 3, I can tell they're going to do something big in this life. They're going to do something really different. They are going to really make a name for themselves. That's the vibe that you give off. Like, this is how people see you. People see you as very successful. It could be based off the things you post on social media, or it could be just the fact that you're just really good at whatever you do, and people can see the potential in you. They can see that you're going to go far because you are deep in your purpose right now. Or if you don't feel like this is the case, you are on the way to being deep in your purpose and on the way towards following your purpose. Like, this is the direction you're heading in, but you may not realize this, some of you. Okay, so let's see what else. So funny. Yep, that's the confirmation. So you are on the right path right now. Completely. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Okay, whatever you're doing, it's working. If you've been making more YouTube videos, it's working. Your channel's growing. It's going to grow. If you've been pouring more energy into your side hustle, it's working. Keep going. The clients are coming. If you've been working on your own self, on your self-concept, on how you see yourself, how you speak about yourself, keep going. It's working. Whatever you're doing, it's working. It's literally working. Like, you're flying high. Environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So yeah, like I said, you love looking after. You could have like a dog or a cat. It could be a little dog as well, I'm seeing. It could be a specific message. I'm just seeing a little dog, like a tiny dog. What's on the back of the deck here? Okay, well, we got study. Okay. Yeah, you're very serious about... You take yourself serious, You're here to really accomplish your goals. And you will. And you are, People can see this. Let's get into some tarot now. Let's get into this tarot. So, how do people see group 1? Yeah, they definitely see you as an earth angel, You care about the environment. You care about what you put in your body. You care about nature, the earth, plants, all of that stuff, you know. You want to help. You want to help others. You want to help yourself. You want things to improve in this world, I'm hearing. We've got King of Cups. Oh. Yeah, you're very sensitive. You're a deep feeler. And this can be painful sometimes because you feel so much, you know. You're very tuned into other people's emotions. You're very aware of other people's emotions. So you could be, you know, somewhat of a natural healer because you just have a way of feeling things. You have a way of feeling other people's emotions. You can sense when something is wrong with someone, even if you're in 2 different countries. Let's say it's you and a loved one. You can feel, you can sense if something is going on with that loved one. And then you would then ring them up or maybe say a prayer for them or whatever. But, you know, you're very aware of what's going on. The things that we can't see, but the things that we can feel, you know. Yeah, this is interesting. We got the Star card. Okay, you know, you could potentially be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You don't have to be, but this card represents Aquarius, so it could be Aquarius somewhere. The intuitive message I'm getting about this card, though, for you is that you are the star. People see you as a superstar. You know, they see you as somebody who shines bright, you know. You shine really bright. You just look like somebody that's gonna accomplish great things. This is just how you look. This is how you're coming across to people. That's how you're coming across. Yeah. You pour a lot into your ambitions, your dreams, your goals, yourself, your studies, your purpose. And I'm hearing when you cook for people, you really cook with love. Everything you do it with love. Like when you do a thing, you really do it. This is reminding me of a saying my dad used to say. He would say, if you're going to do something, do it properly or not at all. So this could be your kind of motto. You like to do things properly. Somebody could be Jamaican as well. Little side message there. Or your dad could be Jamaican. Or you could want to visit Jamaica. Something about Jamaica is coming through. We got the Knight of Cups. You could have tattoos. You could have tattoos. Yeah, you could definitely have tattoos. And people love the way they look. Someone could have a sunflower tattoo as well. Or just some other flower. Something to do with ancient Egypt. You could have a tattoo like that. Sorry for the noise, guys. Side message though, you're good at dealing with emergencies. And I just saw 33 on my camera. So yeah, there are no coincidences. Excuse me, why can't I speak right now? There are no coincidences in tarot. Okay, so that siren going by, that was a message for you. You're good at a crisis. You're good at dealing with a crisis. You're good at dealing with emergencies. Emergency situations, life or death situations. You're really good at that stuff. You stay calm in a crisis. You know how to keep a cool head. You know, you like to, even when you are scared or concerned, you like to still be thinking straight. You know, so you like to just, and that's that Taurus energy. You like to, when you're coming into an emergency situation, you like to come into it thinking clearly, being the logical one. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, what have we got here? Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to do one more tarot and then I'm going to change to another deck. Somebody could have done horse riding when there was a child. Somebody's afraid of motorbikes as well. Okay, back to this. So we got the Ace of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, your heart is very big. You're very generous. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Yeah, you're very generous. Oh, that reminds me actually of a side message I was getting before I turned on the camera. So I got the message of an And I heard this really loud in my inner ear. I heard they make a really good cup of coffee. So somebody that's watching, you could be a barista, or you just really love coffee. Ow, I knocked my tooth when I drank that cup of coffee. Ouch. Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness. Ow. I think you probably heard it when I took a sip. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. Let me get my focus back. So yes, you could be a barista, or you're just really good at making coffee, or you're like you really love coffee, but you love good coffee. I'm hearing specifically. Somebody said good coffee. So you may not like coffee from those like chain coffee shops. You could be the kind of person that goes to those niche boutique coffee shops instead, you know. Yeah. Okay, let me change decks. But yes, you're very giving, very loving. Big heart, generous heart. What else wants to come through? So what do people love about you? People love your house. Oh, what am I doing that, David? I did not even do that properly. Let's try that again now. Yeah, people love your house. Your home is very inviting, very cozy, very warm. There's good energy in your home as well. Yeah, really good energy. It's like really calm and peaceful. Conclusions are within reach. Oh, wait a minute. So what do people love about you? I just heard I love you like the sun loves the moon. Now, what does that mean for you? I love you like the sun loves the moon. People think very highly of you. You're very loved. You may not know this, but yeah, people think highly of you. They're always complimenting you when you're not there. Yeah, people speak well of you when you're not there, which is good. We got you and your loved ones are safe. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, you're quite humble. I get the sense you probably don't see yourself as others see you. I want to get a really good shuffle here. Yeah, you may not. You go, what do you need to release? Okay, let's take this. And then work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Work for your fears. New moon in Scorpio. What do you need to release? I'm hearing you're not afraid to put yourself first. You know how to make tough decisions. You are the kind of person, if there's a job no one wants to do, you will do it. You know how to stand up. You know how to step up to the plate. Yeah, that's the word I'm getting. You know how to step up to the plate. Yeah, you know how to do that for sure. And people are very inspired by this. Very inspired. Like, you're not afraid to do a dirty job, you know, a job that... I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of one, but like, I don't know. You can think of your own examples, but because it's going to be different for each of you. But the point is, you know how to get the job done, you know? You know how to put effort in. You know how to put that work in. You know how to be uncomfortable for a while if you know that's going to lead to being comfortable later on. So you're really able to deal with delayed gratification. You're not the kind of person that needs things now. You know, you're able to wait. You're willing to wait. You have patience. You're very patient with yourself and others. With yourself and others, yeah. Let's change decks. Yeah, there's something very calm and cool about your energy. There's something very laid back. You know how to surrender. You know how to just let things be. You know how to move on from situations. You're not afraid to release people, places, and things that no longer resonate with you. So this reminded me of when I said you know how to put yourself first. You know how to do what is best for you. This is the strong message I'm getting here. Yes, this is the strong message I'm getting here. I'm hearing some of you may have left family behind. Okay, this could be due to your life purpose, due to relocation, or due to just you and people or a person sailing in two different directions. I'm just hearing your purpose comes first. You're very devoted to your purpose, your life purpose, your dharma. Getting that message really strong. People think you're very hot as well, very physically attractive, very magnetic, charismatic. Magnetic, charismatic. Yeah, you shine like a crystal. You're as beautiful as a crystal, I'm hearing. Your name could be Crystal as well. Or Chris. Or Christina. Somebody. Something with a K. Or a Kr. Yeah, something like that. Embracing new beginnings. We've got embracing and new beginnings. You're not afraid to start again. And you have started again many times in life. There's been times where you've lost it all. But I heard you made it all back, or you will make it all back. So it's like you're never totally down, you know. Whatever happens, there's always this light within you, this optimism that keeps shining bright. And this is like illuminating the way. This is keeping you safe, I'm hearing. Yeah, this is keeping you safe. Stillness. Yeah, you're beautiful like a swan. You're very beautiful. Could be kind of dainty. Could be tall. You could be tall, actually. I'm getting. You could do modeling, or you would be good at modeling, or you look like a model. People think that you look like a model. Like you have the beauty of a model. And you just take good photographs as well. Yeah, people love to look at you. They love to admire you. They see you as a flower, a crystal, you know, a rose, a beautiful painting. This is how you're coming across. I'm not going to take that. Yeah, I just heard people love to admire you and be inspired by you. Delight. And on the back of the deck, we have solitude. Something about loneliness was coming through. Something about your path being lonely, or you feeling lonely at some point in time. What about being lonely? So either way, you're not afraid to be alone though. You're able to be in your own company. You know, you're able to be in your own company. You're able to just sit in your own company, in your own quietude, and to just vibe alone. This is something you're able to do. And this makes people want to come and vibe with you, you know, because you're not chasing anything or anyone. And this makes people want to chase you, be close to you, know more about you. Is the message I'm getting here. Let me switch decks here. You're good at a lot of different things as well. People are very astounded by this, I'm hearing. Okay, let me just change positions. Yeah, people are astounded by this. Like you're a jack of all trades. We've got shaman. You've got shaman here. Yeah, your words are medicinal. Your vibe is medicinal. Your vibe is medicinal. You're very ethereal. I don't know if I said that word right. You know the one I mean though. You're very there's this cosmic nature to you. You know, you're just away in your own world. You have a very colorful inner world as well. And this shows in the way you dress, the way you look, the way you do your makeup if you wear makeup, and the way you express yourself. Yes. But you have a very interesting, unique, colorful, vivid inner realm. A very vivid imagination. And you have a way of lighting up the room as well. You light up the room. You influence the room, I just heard. And we've got the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Yeah, you could be Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising perhaps. You don't have to be though. Or the moon could be a very important planet in your birth chart, I'm hearing. You're very affected by the waxing and waning of the moon. Very connected to the moon. Deep connection with the mother. Strong connection with the mother. Telepathic connection with your mother. Or you have this with your children, or you will have this with your child or children, is a vibe I'm getting here. But the moon is coming through heavy. You know how to honor your feelings. You know how to feel your feelings. You don't like to hide them. You don't like to bubble them up. You like to feel the feeling. You like to let it come to the surface. You feel it. You bathe in it. You cry if you need to. Scream if you need to. Whatever you need to do. And then you release it. So you're very emotionally intelligent. Which makes sense because did we have the King of Cups somewhere? Somewhere underneath something. Yeah, the King of Cups there. Okay, so very emotionally intelligent. And I'm hearing you're here to learn how to master your emotions, and that's what you're in the process of doing. Wow, this is so interesting. So let's start to wrap it up now. For my battery goes. Woo, we got Druid, hold space, and Lord, take charge. So you're a good space holder, which makes sense because we got the Shaman card. Sorry, these cards are so messed up now. So good at holding space. You could have locks, or just maybe one or two of you that's watching has locks, dreadlocks. Long hair, light hair maybe. Or you could have recently dyed your hair a light color. Specific message. Okay, but you're not afraid to take charge of your own life. You are the authority in your own life. You know, you like to be an active participant in your life. You're a good leader. You're very bold, very bold, very courageous. I heard very set in your ways. You can be very fixed sometimes, but this works to your advantage because it means once you have a plan, an idea, a goal, nothing and no one is going to stop you from accomplishing your goal because you are just like, nope, I'm going to go there. I don't care how many people tell me I can't do it. How many people don't believe in me? I believe in myself, and that's enough. So you have strong belief in self. And if you feel like you don't, this is where you are eventually going to be. You are heading towards being someone who is just like super powerful, capable, able to move through, achieve, and accomplish whatever they set their mind to. Very strong mind. Very strong mind. Very strong mind. You know, you're just very, very reliable, stable. You're just there. You know, you're always there, I'm hearing. You're always there, fully committed to your purpose, fully committed to what matters, committed to your priorities. You know how to prioritize what's important to you. Your gaze is also very intense. Your eyes are very deep. I'm hearing that people feel that looking into your eyes is like diving into the ocean. It's very deep. It's a very profound experience. Okay, well, people love all of this about you. There's so many layers to you, and people love this, you know. People can talk to you for hours and hours and still not know a lot about you, but they like this. There's so much to learn about you. So much to uncover, so much to discuss with you. You're able to relate to many different kinds of people. You know, you're very relatable. You're a people person. You know how to speak. Although you like your alone time, you know, you do like to be alone at times, but you love to connect with people though. So you're not like a full-on hermit. You know, you do love to be out there with the people, mingling, meeting new people, connecting with new people, connecting other people with other people. You know, and you show people who they are. You're a very clear mirror for people. You have a way of unconsciously helping people to see their own true self, their higher self. You help people to connect with their higher self, to come into union with their higher self. You know, people really love this. They really love this. Okay, this is why I have you group free. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.